try to understand, get educated about it, so you're not afraid. That's the thing. And you can call accept if you're in the Nevada area. And then if they're a close friend or if they're a relative, really try to love them unconditionally. And that's what a lot of them need. You would be surprised, Jake, at some of the when we were meeting in person at our health education risk reduction support groups of people that have HIV and AIDS. I just hug them, and they're just like, "Oh my God, you're hugging me? You're not afraid?" No, I'm not afraid to hug you. And I think that would be the message I would send. Be like Jesus was. Just love people. He loved the lepers. He loved the prostitutes. He loved everybody. And I think that's how we have to be. I mean, that would be not Pandora's box. That would be my panacea for this nation, is just to love people where they're at and try not to be afraid of them. Try to get educated, because you cannot get HIV from sitting on a toilet that an HIV person has sat on. You can't get it when you eat with them or fellowship with them. You can't get it if you kiss them on the cheek. So people really need to know that. And I have one client, he passed away not too long ago, unfortunately, because he had liver cancer. He didn't die of HIV/AIDS. He died of something else. But he was telling me that some of his relatives several years ago, when he would go to their Thanksgiving dinner, they would make sure he had a paper plate and plastic utensils.
Oh, good grief.
They would not let him eat off of their diet, their china, and they would not let him drink out of their glasses.
We're not there yet.
I mean, and this was maybe about 3-4 years ago. So 2017, 2016. Yeah. And so there's still people out there like that. They just don't know. I hate to call them ignorant, but they just don't know. And then the education would be a big thing.
It's beautiful. I love what you said there about loving people. I think we need more of that, and it's not just in this realm or in the mental health realm. It's it's in a whole lot of other realms. I'm not going to go talk to those people over there, because they might give me their Republicanism, their Democrat beliefs. It's like I'm not.
Oh yeah.
That's not really how it works. Love them anyway. That's really great. Well, you know what? I super appreciate you carving out the time. I know that we connected I connected with a couple of your staff members like many months ago before the world ended. And and then several months later, we hooked back up, and just last week, your staff gave my staff a training on how to make proper referrals, and gave some base knowledge, and I really appreciate the heck out of that. And I just thought it was special enough that more people needed to hear the message, because we're trying to break down walls. We're trying to eliminate some of the hyperbolic belief systems and the division, and eliminate misinformation. So if we can do this through a podcast and a conversation, then let's help make the world a better place. Make Earth better.
Absolutely, Jake. And we appreciate meeting with your staff. They were wonderful. Is your partner, is it Lindsay? That's your partner?
Yep, Lindsay Bell. Mm-hmm.
She is so wonderful. I said, Lindsay, I said, Jake told us all about your agency. I said, but do you have anything to add? She says, no, I probably don't. If Jake told you all about it, I'll probably have nothing else to add. But they were so attentive, and, ask questions. And we just appreciate you for giving us this open door, too, and allowing us to talk to your staff and allowing me to do this podcast. This is just awesome.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you guys do a great work in the mental health. And, I'll just maybe end on this note, unless you have any other questions. Mental health also is a big stigma, as you know, and especially in the African-American community. I mean, I've heard in the church, I've heard preachers say, oh, just get over depression. You can just pray and get out of it. I'm saying, oh, you know what? No, because I have suffered with depression, still do, and I have to take my medications, which I do. But it's just so sad that you would, some people are still so, and this guy, I mean, he has a mega church and he's saying this stuff. And I'm like, you know what, dude, wouldn't you rather someone be on antidepressants or, some sort of medication to kind of keep them all right? Or would you rather see them, put a gun to their head and blow their brains out? So that,
right. Totally.
So to me, and I do talk about mental illness and my trials and tribulations with it, and I'm not ashamed to let people know that you got to get help. I mean, God can heal you if He wants to, but listen, I also believe in medicine, and I believe that Luke was a physician.
Yep.
One of the disciples. If he had a doctor on his disciple team, then hey, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm gonna end with a quote from my pastor Louis Locke, who regularly says, "God answers prayers with people," and some of those people are physicians, some of those people are carpenters, some of those people are chefs, some of those people are whatever they do in life. And if you're in need, maybe one of those people is a counselor. Maybe one of those people is an agency founder like yourself, providing support and resources. And I think, as if we're followers of the New Testament and, Jesus leaving behind the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit connects people with God, invariably we connect people with people. And, certainly miraculous things can happen. I think more often than not, we overlook the common miracles provided as God works through people to give them resources and their insights and encouragement and wisdom. So, you're 100% right. Yeah. Access the things that are in front of you or next to you or, right across the street from you. So that's a really good message. Thank you for that.
You're so welcome. And thank you, Jake, for the wonderful work that you folks do. I think that your staff gets their inspiration from. You're quite a man, and I'm not trying to blow your head up, but you really are a wonderful asset to this community, and we appreciate you so much.
Well, I hope one day I don't have to be, because we'll just be so healthy that I can go paint walls or hang drywall for a living.
I don't know if that's going to happen soon. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but that would be great if that would happen.
Yeah. I'm tired of the job security. Everybody get well. Love each other. All right, Gwen, I sure appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. And on behalf of our Noggin Notes family and our Zephyr Wellness family, now around the world with Nkembo Kiala doing his Noggin Notes Africa, and whoever's going to pick up Noggin Notes Cambodia, because I know that's coming too. We're all very excited, and we thank you for listening. Please share this around. It doesn't do any good locked up in our heads. So bless a neighbor with the gift of wisdom and encouragement. We will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.